All right, guys, welcome back. This is going to be a re-boxing. I figure I've done a bunch of unboxings of things that are coming into me, so why not do a re-boxing on something I'm going to ship back out? I have done a couple of shipping videos before. It's been about a year now, where I talk about a proper way. Okay, I'm not going to say that my shipping method is the best shipping method. I'm not going to say that. I will say that I think I do a pretty good job at shipping, and I've never lost anything yet. Knock on wood. So I just want to talk about that again because I recently did get a box in, and it was not this box, but it was a box exactly like this. I don't have that box to show as the perfect example, but it was a small flat rate box that had the self-adhesive on here, right? This is closed up because I sealed it. And then there was some USPS tape across right here. And that was it. So when I got the box, I literally could go like this, open it up, and pull out the knives. Okay, that is how you do not want to ship. Okay, so I am going to show you how I ship. Now, this was loaned in from Eric over at Blades and Bullets. I'll put a link to his channel, to his Instagram down below. Okay, but I need to send it back to him anyway because sadly, he wants it back. I don't understand. So we're going to put it back in its little case. I oftentimes, if it's not a zippered case, if it's something like this, just a fabric-y type felt lined, nice case, but it's not like a, zippered pouch, okay, with a lot of padding and stuff, I will oftentimes put it into some bubble wrap of some sort. And I just happen to have one of these little bubble wrap baggy envelope things, okay? And then what I do is I put it into a plastic grocery bag because, well, I pay 10 cents for these things at the store. I might as well use them for something good, right? Roll it all up, and we are going to literally tape it into the box. Okay? Now, I normally use my unboxing knife, but I'm going to use my boxing knife or my shipping knife today. And I wrap it around the bag here, and we tape it down. Cut that off. And we do that in a couple of spots. And yeah, it makes it so that it's maybe a little bit more difficult to open, but it makes it more difficult to lose in shipping. Okay? And you can go crisscross, you can do whatever you want, but tape it down so that it's not going to go anywhere. Okay? Oftentimes I'll see people tape it all the way across long ways. I did not come up with this method of shipping either. Okay, so now that we have it safely taped into the box, right? It's not going to go anywhere now. Now, a lot of people will put their return address in here also. In case the box gets destroyed or something, the post office has a way of maybe tracking it back down to you. But I'm going to skip that part this time. I don't typically do it that way. And we're just going to fold up the box as it's intended to be folded. And then we're going to use the included adhesive flap. That's always sometimes a pain to peel the tab off. Set that off to the side. Okay. We're not done yet. Not by a long shot. So I always tape all the way around, 360 degrees in this direction. Okay. Once. And then I always go around this way also. I think it gives some integrity and some stability to the box. Okay. And then here along the seam, I don't trust their adhesive tape because, you know, it's not the strongest. I would rather put my own tape there to make absolutely sure. And then I just kind of cut the corners here. And I fold it under, fold this guy under, and then down. And then I do the same thing on these edges here. And I will do it this way because that way I don't need to pull it up as much towards the lens. Trying to be careful not to cut my mat. I've already done that once or twice. Put the tape there. I stick the tape to the table when I need to use both hands. I don't typically do this at this table. I do it on my kitchen table in the other room, but, you know, hey. Not as good lighting, not as good of show quality there. So you get the tape up in the studio today. Boom, boom. All right, so now the box is taped. I've taped all the seams. Okay, there's a little bit of a seam here, and what I could do also, what I usually do is I'll put another piece of tape the same way so that the seams are completely sealed. Then I will print out a label, which I have not printed out yet, but we'll take a piece of paper and pretend it's a label. I will put the label right here where it says to and from because, well, does it need to go right there? Can it go on this side? Yeah, but my OCD kicks in, and I legit put my return address here and my thing here so that it lines up with the way they intended it. Okay, then from here what I do is I tape over the entire label, which also flaps around the sides to give it some more strength there. And then I put it on my front porch, and I wait for my postman to come and pick it up. I work from home, I have a Ring camera, all that good stuff. So it's safe on my front porch where I live in my surroundings. It's good. If I'm leaving the house, I will take it with me. I will swing by the post office, which is on my way out of town or wherever I'm going or what I'm doing. I will swing by and I will drop it in the little night drop thing or a mailbox. Like, how it gets to the post office from this point is a different method each time. The other thing that I do is I put insurance on the package. There's some debate there. I don't work for the post office. I don't know anybody that works for the post office other than my postal carrier, who's an awesome dude. And by the way, he's had my route, I think, about 20-something years. Walks the same route every day, and he loves it. All right, cool. I don't know if they're going to pay out insurance for a knife anyway, because I've heard stories. I've heard other stories where, yes, they have. So I don't know. So I'm going to leave the insurance thing up to you guys. But talk about that with the person you're sending it to. Now, this was sent in for review for my YouTube channel. A lot of times, these same shipping things apply to if you're selling a knife, if you're buying a knife. Have a discussion with the buyer and seller. You two should have a discussion on method of shipment. Don't just assume that they're going to tape it up properly. I just bought a knife this morning before I ship this up. Or before I package this up to ship. And before I had a chance to even ask how he was going to ship it and whatnot, he goes, look, I'm going to use a bunch of duct tape, and there's not going to be any problems with the post office. It'll be a shirt, all this. So he told me what I was going to ask before I had a chance to ask it. So that was awesome. And his is coming in a hard plastic case inside of a cardboard box. And I've thought about that too. I've thought about actually getting like a Pelican case to ship knives that I borrow and loan, and then just have the person ship it back to me. Maybe include a return address thing in the box when I send knives to somebody. Put them in a Pelican case, put them in a cardboard box, put a return address label in there so they don't have to pay anything, and then I just ship it back to myself when they're done with it. I don't know. I've thought about that too. But anyway, that's off track. Use tape. Okay, tape like this is, I don't know, $5 for a couple of rolls at the grocery store. If you go to Home Depot, it's like $7 for 6 rolls. I use a quality tape, Scotch shipping, whatever. And you can't use too much tape. Tape the item inside of the box. You don't want it rattling around. You don't want it making noise. And tape every seam of the box. And it will save you a lot of problems. This is not the first time where I've had somebody ship with no tape on the end. And this is a different box. I put the other box on the ground. This is actually the box that Eric, who sent me this knife, sent to me. So he had it all taped up, very nice. All the seams. I'm not going to flip it over because it's got all of our addresses on it. But he taped it all up, and he taped the knife inside, just like I did here, very similarly. So I was able to reach in and yank it the hell out. And I did an unboxing. You guys can look back if you want. There you go, guys. That is Dirk's way of boxing up a knife in a small flat rate box. Let me know your comments down below, how you ship, what you think. Am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it right? What could I do better? I would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks a lot, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.